Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the John Deere 9410R. This is a slightly older 9R, the first generation of 9R tractors, and I always thought this was a really cool toy. This was my very first 9R tractor that I ever got, and I've always liked it. It's probably my favorite as far as body styles. I like the older body style of the 9R better than the newer ones, but the toy has a few problems which we'll get into in a minute. But anyways, like I said, 9410R, and they did make a 9560R as well as a 9510R that was a farm show toy. Those are the only 9Rs from this body style that I know of. There might be more, not sure. But anyways, this thing has triples on it, as you can see here, and they're very wide. If you look at the undercarriage, just the first one is spaced way off the frame. I would have liked to seen those just a little narrower. There are some other tractors that Ertl has made more recently, John Deere ones with triples, like the 9570R and the 9620R. And if you look at these, they get the tires a lot closer to the frame there. And look at the overall, it's much narrower overall if you put them side by side. I mean, a whole tire width narrower. So I wish this one had that narrower stance, but anyways, it has a goofy front end weight like is typical back then. The grill does look pretty good, as well as the hood. This is when they first started going with these hoods. That's like a plastic hood that actually screws on, so you can unscrew this hood and take it off, but it screws on so it hides the casting, so it looks a lot more realistic. Air breather, exhaust, nothing much there. This fuel tanks were under here, and I like the looks of this with the fuel tanks on the side, which allowed it to have these round rear fenders. The newer style Deeres had the fuel tanks on the back here, as you can see, and the fenders are different shape because of those fuel tanks. And then under here is like your def tank, and then not really sure what's going on this side on there, to be honest with you. But anyways, so yeah, all that weight was up under here and gave it these round fenders on the back. A little PTO box. The PTO is not actually in there. It's got all your hydraulic hookups. Some paint right there, but not painted on your work lights. I always love the John Deere decal in the back window. Cab's pretty good with lights all the way around it. GPS. The steering wheel is really good. There's a lot of detail in there. They didn't paint any of it, but if you look closely on the inside of the cab, it does have a lot of detail. Like I said, none of it is painted, but there is a lot of detail. These are those common Ertl tires and rims. They kind of look cheap, but they're okay, I guess. And then the biggest knock with these is that these never articulate. None of these from this time period. That's as much as they move. Compared to like the 9620, you can see a lot more movement. Just see the difference in the angle there. Like that's all the movement you get on those, where this actually will articulate. That's all you get. So I don't really know how to fix that, other than if somehow you could take this apart and get in there and grind some of the metal away, and then maybe that would allow it to articulate a little better. I might try to do that. If you look, this one has a triangle bit. I finally have a triangle screwdriver, so I may take this apart, see if I can split the casting on the front half and take some metal out and get it to articulate. Other than that, that's pretty much all this thing has for you. It's a pretty cool tractor. They're getting harder to find, but probably one of my all-time favorite 9Rs, minus the fact that it doesn't articulate. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.